Hey everyone, this is David. Welcome back behind the velvet rope. Let's just get right into it today because we are joined by the one, the only Tyler Posey.
Well, hello there. What a great intro.
I mean, should I just say that Hawk is in the house?
You should. Yeah, Hawk is definitely in the house. I will always and forever be Hawk.
You will always forever and be Hawk. I mean, you were a wolf, now you're a hawk. Listen, what was the Masked Singer experience like for you? You are a musician, you've been in bands, you're a solo artist now. Like, what was this experience like for you?
From day one, the moment that it was brought up to me, I was extremely stoked and happy and excited. And I was telling somebody else, like, they could have dressed me as anything. I could have been a dirty gym sock. I don't even, something horrible, and I would have been so down. But the fact that they created this like character and this backstory of him being from this other planet, I was just amazed and in awe of the artistry and seeing it like as a computer rendition and then seeing it in a real actual lifelike setting. Um, I was just amazed by the entire concept and the whole procedure of how everything worked out. And it was so cool. My experience was awesome. I had a great time. I loved meeting everybody. Everyone's so cool, so talented, so smart, and so fun. And and I was really competitive. Like I really felt like I gave it my all, and I wanted to see it all the way through. And I felt kind of robbed, that I got voted off in the second episode or on my episode. And so but I was just like, I just had a great time the entire time. I really had so much fun. Even just sitting in my trailer, like with the anticipation of about to go on stage and perform. It's just I love performing. I don't know. I have nothing but great things to say about the whole experience.
Who were your musical influences growing up?
Yeah, first and foremost, it's Blink 182. They've been my favorite band since I was a kid. Um, they helped shape who I am. DVDs were getting popular when I was younger, and I had some VHSs of their documentaries and DVDs, and so I watched them religiously and loved who they were as people, also as artists and musicians and songwriters, and so they really helped shape who I was. Like I was a young skateboarder. I was a little punk kid getting in trouble, and I don't know. I just they really helped paint the picture for my entire musical vocabulary, which was punk rock. That's all I really listened to is punk rock, modern punk, old school punk, pop punk. You know, that's
Are,
my.
are people shocked? Because I know you can sing. I follow you on Instagram and your fans know this, and there's a lot of fans of your music, but are people shocked, because so many people know you, just as Scott McCall from Teen Wolf or primarily, like, are people shocked when they realize that you have this whole career as a singer and performer?
Yeah, they are. I'll always every now and then, like when I play a concert, somebody will come up to me, if not multiple people will come up to me and be like, "I had no idea you were a singer too." I'm like, "You're at my concert. How did you not know?" You know. So yeah, it's hard to bridge that gap because I am sort of in a niche market when it comes to music. I'm not a pop star. I'm punk rock, and that in itself, there's still a big audience for it, and it's sort of on the rise again. But my fans, the crossover isn't exactly there, because a lot of the Teen Wolf fans aren't punk rock kids, so there are a lot of people who are shocked and surprised, and that's always a fun thing to witness firsthand, because it's like, oh, cool, I got another fan in the music world, or it's just fun to see people acknowledge that side of me because I do have a lot of pride and I take it seriously, and I'm very passionate about that side of my career. So it's fun to see that.
Do you have like one memory that sticks out from Teen Wolf? I mean, it was on the air for so long. There were so many highs and lows, I'm sure. But like, is there one overarching theme or memory that just sticks out to you as a great experience from that whole thing?
Yeah, it's really hard. All of it's just so. I mean, I was 18 when I started the show, and getting to know everybody and being best friends with Dylan and Tyler, and we lived with each other for the first couple seasons. And in Atlanta, we had our own apartments with each other, and those nights were so fun. working was so great because we were like in the trenches, working for 17 hours a day and freezing cold nights and being covered in blood and freezing cold water and getting hurt, doing crazy stunts and getting hurt. And it was just, we were really in the trenches. And then going home with each other and just like laughing about the day and reminiscing about, what we just did. And those were always, I think, some of the best times, and the times that we weren't on camera with each other, because we're genuinely friends. Most of them were at my wedding, and so those moments I really, really, really cherish.
What was it like? We had the movie earlier this year. Like, what was it like stepping back into this character after approximate 8-year hiatus?
It was unbelievable. I'm really proud of the person that I am now. I'm sober. I am just, I'm in my 30s now, and so being able to tackle this role as a 30-year-old man, just meant a lot. I'm more settled into myself. I'm more focused. I'm calmer. I'm more in the moment, and being able to take all of that in and just relive my favorite memories ever. Um, it's hard to put it into words. We got a pretty unique offer, was to revisit something that we did years ago. No one knew that it was going to happen again, and not a lot of people get to say that they did that. And so I didn't take it for granted. I really realized how special it was, how special it is, and I ate it up. I loved it so much. I was so happy every day on set. I was laughing, I was crying. It was just a beautiful thing, really.
Was it strange without Dylan O'Brien there? Like you said, like you guys were all friends, like, you guys had such great chemistry. What was that like without him in the movie?
You know, his character and what he brought to it is so embedded in Teen Wolf. It really helped. We all sort of helped shape the trajectory of Teen Wolf. So where it is now, it wouldn't be what it is now without him or without me. And so his essence is still in the mix. It's still there, and I was talking to him every day. He was checking in on me, seeing how it was going. And we filmed I think the last season without him, so it wasn't like it was familiar to do it without him. Obviously it would have been incredible with him, but we got by.
Was this because you are a musician? Was being on The Masked Singer, it's just a different platform of a stage, right? Like, that there are millions of people sitting at home watching. Did that play into your performance? Like, did that psych you out? Did you love it? Or did that just it was just another performance to you?
Yeah, I didn't honestly think about how many people are watching until you just said that. I
It's
didn't
a
even think
popular
about that.
show.
It really is, and so I yeah, I sort of blocked that out. I